Chapter 11, Sunita in Space, Part 3. Yes, Part 3. This is the last part of our chapter. I have tried to explain every part in the chapter mentioned. We'll have some more videos on the subtopics, but as far as the chapter is concerned, this is the last part. In this video, we are going to see different movement of Earth that cause different things on Earth. Things, by that we mean it causes day and night, it causes change in seasons, and the movement of moon, which is seen very clearly in the sky. That is the shape of moon. So in this video, we will explore all these. So let's begin with the chapter. In this part, we are going to see the movements of Earth. Number 1, rotation. The Earth moves all the time. As we have seen, the globe can be moved on the rod it is attached to. Similarly, the Earth also moves in its own axis. Earth spins on its own axis from west to east directions. It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. It causes an alteration of day and night. In this image, you can see the area which receives direct sunlight have day. On the other side, which is the darker side of Earth, which does not receive any sunlight, receives night. The second movement of Earth is in its own orbit. The movement of Earth around the Sun in its orbit is called revolution. Revolution causes change of seasons on the Earth. The shape of Earth's orbit is not round. It's oval in shape. As you can see in this image, it's oval. And different position of Earth in its orbit results in different season. When Earth is at one position, the lower part of Earth is closer to Sun, and this leads to summer in the lower part. The upper part is far from Sun and it receives winter. When the Earth moves and goes to the other position, you can see the upper part is closer to Sun and receives summer, and then lower part, which is farther to Sun, receives winter. This way, different position of Earth in its orbit results in different seasons. After the movements of the Earth, let's take a look on the climatic or the heat zones of Earth. Based on the intensity of heat received by a particular place, the Earth can be divided into 6 climatic zones. North torrid zones, which lies from equator to Tropic of Cancer, where the sun rays are direct. This area is called North Torrid Zone. South Torrid Zone lies from equator to Tropic of Capricorn. This area also receives direct sunlight. You can see the whole area in yellow. Next is the South and North Temperate Zone. The area that lies from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle is called North Temperate Zone. It's in light blue color. Yes. The South Temperate Zone lies from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle. It is called South Temperate Zone. Next is the North Frigid Zone, which lies from the Arctic Circle to the North Pole, and the South Frigid Zone lies from Antarctic Circle to South Pole. These are the heat zones of Earth, and the temperature over here varies because of the sun rays. In the tropics, the sun rays are more direct. As it goes towards the temperate zone, the sun rays are slanting, and in South Frigid Zone and North Frigid Zone, The sun rays are sometimes not even visible. The moon. Now let's talk about our only satellite, the moon. Moon is the only satellite present in our sky. It is very small in size compared to our Earth or the sun. It is 1/4 size of Earth, which is very small. The moon was likely formed after a Mars-sized body collided with Earth. The molten moon came into existence. The moon's presence helps us stabilize our planet's wobble, which helps stabilize our climate. But in our sky, the sun and moon almost look alike, same size, right? That is because if any object is closer to our eyes, it appears big to us. The moon is more closer to Earth than the sun. That is why moon appears to be same size as sun. For example, if we place a coin in front of our eyes, the sun or moon can hide behind it. Now let's learn something about the movement of the moon. Movement or motion of the moon. As Earth orbits around the sun, the moon orbits around the Earth. The moon takes approximately 29.5 days to take one revolution of Earth. During this revolution, when moon is facing the sun, we see no moon. It is called new moon or no moon. So the side which is opposite to Earth receives complete sunlight, and that's why we do not see any moon in the sky. The next, slowly when the moon changes its place, then we can see only a crescent shape in the sky. That is called a waxing crescent. Slowly the moon moves to next position from where we can see half quarter of the moon, and that's why it is called the first quarter. Slowly the moon gains its shape. It is more than a semicircle, and that's why it is called a waxing gibbous. From here we can see this shape in the sky, and in 15 days time the moon reaches just opposite to the sun and earth, and so we can see a full moon in the sky. Similarly, slowly the moon moves towards waning period, and it attains a waning gibbous. Then it attains the third quarter, that is again a half semicircle that we see in the sky. And next one is the waning crescent, in which we can see an opposite crescent shape in the sky. And in complete 15 days it again turns into a new moon. Now you must be wondering why we only can see moon when it is in this position of the earth. It is because of the orbit of moon is slightly tilted than the orbit of earth. If the earth is moving in this orbit, the moon moves in this orbit. That's why when the moon is in this position, it receives complete sunlight on the opposite side, which does not face the earth. And that's why there is no moon or new moon in our sky. Similarly, when the moon reaches to this position of its orbit, then it receives complete sunlight and there is no shadow of earth on the moon. If there is a shadow, then it is called an eclipse. If the moon's shadow is on earth, it will be called an eclipse, and if this earth's shadow is on moon, then also it will be called an eclipse. Those things you are going to see in your next class. For now, this is the movement or motion of the moon. Some of the phases of the moon starting with new moon are new moon, crescent, first quarter, full moon, and third quarter. An interesting photograph. A spaceship went to moon. This photograph of Earth was clicked from surface of the moon. Similar to moon, when Earth is seen from the moon, it looks like a big shiny blue ball in the horizon of the moon. But with this, you can also see the surface of the moon. The surface of the moon is uneven. As you can see there, it is not smooth. Many things about the moon and the stars are being said in our day-to-day life. Many poems have been written. One of them is mentioned here. Twinkling stars. Stars are twinkling in the sky. Why do they twinkle? Tell me why. How many can you see? Some seems near and some seem far. Is there a name for every star? How many can you see? They shine so bright in the dark of night. Why do they hide in the morning light? How many can you see? Some shiny stars we know so well, but every star has a tale to tell. How many can you see? By Anwar Islam. Chakmak, December 2003, translated by Anupalal. Yes, this is a poem from your textbook and this is a picture from your textbook. So please read the textbook once more time so that. Now the question that is asked here in the poem are why the stars are not visible to us during the daytime, why the moon is not visible to us during the daytime. So similarly, so many unanswered questions are written by people in a way of poem. Let's see the answer in the next slide. Now, during nights, there are many different things seen in the sky. Some of them are stars. Stars are hot, luminous bodies present in the sky. They are made up of gases like hydrogen and helium. These are visible only at night because during day, sunlight is so bright it hides the lights of stars. Shooting stars or meteors, a small piece of rock or dust that hits the Earth's atmosphere from space. It moves so fast that it heats up and glows as it moves. Now, we talk of satellites. A satellite is an object in space that orbits around the bigger object. Moon is the only natural satellite of Earth. On the other hand, artificial satellite is a man-made device that is sent into the space. It moves around the Earth or other planets to record the things happening on the surface of planet. With this, we come to an end to this part also. There are few things that you should remember at the end of this video. Number one, rotation. Rotation is the movement of Earth on its own axis. It takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. The movement of Earth around the Sun in its own orbit is called a revolution. It causes change of seasons. Earth can be divided into 6 climatic zones: North Torrid, South Torrid, South Temperate, North Temperate, North Frigid, South Frigid. So these are the 6 climatic zones or the heat zones of Earth. Moon is the only natural satellite of our planet. It is 1/4 size of Earth. The moon moves around the Earth in a circular orbit, going around the Earth in approximately 29.5 days. Stars are hot, luminous celestial bodies present in the sky. They are made up of gas, mostly hydrogen and helium. We are able to see the stars only at night because during day sun shines so brightly it hides the light of stars. During night there is no sun, it is dark, so we can see the twinkling stars. With this, the chapter comes to an end. Thank you.